Our other top story tonight, an investigation into an alleged culture of cover-up at The Ohio State University that resulted in the abuse of hundreds of students over 2 decades.
There is no dispute that those hundreds of young men, students at The Ohio State University, were sexually assaulted by a university doctor. OSU itself commissioned a 300-page study that documents it. What is in dispute is whether it's too late, as the university claims, for the victims to do anything about it. Dr. Strauss committed suicide in 2005, and the university says the statute of limitations bars legal claims. But the victims will be silent no more. And tonight, for the first time, you will hear details of what finally led to the suspension of Dr. Strauss in 1995. A warning, some of what you will hear is graphic, as we begin a deep dive into the report with help from the man known as Student B.
They never said that this monster didn't do it. They never said that. They just said it's just been too long. That's it. Yeah. That's their defense. Tell your kids that. Like, let them tell your kids that.
Stephen Snyder-Hill is Student B. His trauma central to the so-called Perkins Report. In 1995, he was the student who complained so relentlessly that Dr. Richard Strauss was finally suspended by Ohio State, ending 2 decades of sexual assaults disguised as physical exams.
He molested me the same way that he did others, and a lot of intimidation.
January 5th, 1995, Snyder-Hill went to the OSU Men's Health Clinic because he had a strange lump on his chest.
He asked me if I was gay. He asked me if I had trouble sleeping with one person, asked me if I wanted something else sexually. He was like getting really gross, and I just knew it was inappropriate.
And then
he did a full, anal exam and a rectal exam. And then I knew that it was really bad when he put me down to check my chest. And he sat there and rubbed it, and he had an erection, and he pushed it against me and just held me there.
A terrifying story, repeated to the Perkins investigators over and over again, mostly by former student athletes with scholarships on the line who were sent to the team doctor and then assaulted.
You go to the doctor and you think, I'm here for, I'm vulnerable. Strauss made me get completely naked for this exam. I knew something was wrong with that, but you just can't put yourself in that place.
Snyder-Hill wasn't a vulnerable student athlete. He was a 25-year-old veteran of military action. Still, he was hesitant to challenge a university doctor.
The greater good got to me, and I was like, I have to do something. So I called him the very next day.
A meeting was set up with the medical director, Dr. Ted Grace, a counselor, and shockingly, Dr. Strauss.
And as the meeting went on and I started getting into the details, once I got to the part where I talked about the erection, he just slammed his hand down and it was like a demon came out of him, screaming at me and just saying, "You're going to ruin my reputation."
He says for the rest of the meeting, Strauss screamed at him.
Tell me right there, like, what? I mean, we would never do that to a sexual assault survivor today. You never put them in front of their abuser and then let their abuser berate them.
He says the next day, Dr. Grace called to ask what Snyder-Hill wanted to keep quiet.
I want you to promise me that it's never happened before to another kid. I want you to promise me if it ever happens again that I get a call, because I will not let this happen to anybody else. And I said, and I want you to document it in this file. And I said, if you can promise me those 3 things, then I'll just go away.
And he wanted it in writing.
I could tell that that bothered him a lot. But sure enough, 2 days later, I think I got a letter, and the letter, he kind of skirted around the issue. He didn't say he would call me. He said, we'll consider future complaints with prior complaints. But in that letter, he said, we've never had another complaint about Strauss, only positive comments.
But what a lie that was. And you will be shocked when you learn the first time someone raised a red flag about Dr. Strauss, how many people knew, and the depth of the cover-up. We'll have that story tomorrow evening at 6, and we asked the university to comment for this story because of pending litigation, though no one can appear on camera. But in public statements, President Dr. Michael Drake has acknowledged OSU made what he called reprehensible and inexcusable mistakes back then. The university is offering counseling to the victims and has committed to making some kind of financial settlement. More on that tomorrow night at 11.
Also tonight, you may have seen the now viral video of a student in Central Ohio trashing an Israeli flag